What up, YouTube? So today is going to be part 9 of the Honda Civic ekk2 California State bar video, and today we're going to try to see if we can get this thing started up and throw on most of the accessories we need to get up on here. So we need to get our brake booster for sure. We're going to run our evap hose from here to here, our fuel line from there, and then our brake booster hose, so those will all be taken care of. And then we can start getting with the pretty much our starter and alternator charge. So I'll get that ran over here as well to the fuse box and then to the battery. Then we got to get to the gas tank where we're gonna have to connect the fuel line from the back, and then we're gonna have to rewire the gas tank plugs and everything, since it's only one plug and on this car it's 2 plugs. So we'll be converting these 2 wires right here. One's gonna be for the fuel, and then the other one's going to be for the level, so the gas tank leveler. I'll show you guys how I wire that up. Other than that, we gotta put a pulley. We'll put a pulley on here, and then I gotta get this another bolt on there. I just had this for the adjustment. The JFab came through and got the motor tilted. I don't know if you guys can see that. So that's the bracket made to actually tilt the engine, so you can see the clearance actually. So with the RSX stock manifold, you will be able to run that now and not have to worry about hitting the actual rack and pinion. I'll probably put on the throttle cable as well, pretty much get it all ready. And then the last thing we'll have to do is get to the filler neck and everything, and get that all buttoned up. But yeah, I'm gonna start knocking out little stuff right now. So I'm gonna get to like the throttle body cable, and then start messing with the starter and alternator, extend those out, and then we'll get the pulley on and then go from there. So I'm gonna start knocking those things out and we'll come back. All right, so we're back now. We got our throttle cable connected so far. We got our EP3 pulley, and I ran the evap line right now, and then I also got the starter and the alternator wire ran right with the engine harness. So that'll pretty much be ready, almost ready for start. Next thing I'm going to be doing is installing this fitting. So this is a crush fitting. So let me show you guys what I mean by that. So this fitting right here, it's going to go around on the fuel rail, and then the 2 pieces, once you combine these together, it'll be pretty much sealed. And then we're gonna run our stainless braided line. So I gotta cut to fit this right now. And then once we have that, then we're gonna install the brake booster and the brake booster line. So that'll all be set up here. And then we're also going to start installing some grounds. So I'm gonna put one on the side cover over here. And then we'll have one on the intake manifold, and then one on the transmission right here. So 3 solid good grounds that we'll have. And then we're also going to start getting to the rewiring of the fuel plug. So this fuel plug right here is the RSX one, and the ones I showed you earlier, those are pretty much stock. So with this one right here, it'll plug right into the tank, and then after that we should be able to pretty much start putting up the filler neck. We gotta adjust the tank straps a little bit also, and then we'll come back after that and see what else we gotta do next. Probably wire up maybe the immobilizer and see if we can get some fuel and maybe go for a start. So we'll go ahead and start knocking these little things out, and then we'll come back. All right, so we're back now, and we got our fuel line on here all pretty much wrapped up, and evap brake booster line, that's pretty much ready to go. We got our brake booster and everything, master cylinder. Still got to put a brand new one on, so we'll do that later though. Got our 3 grounds, so I got one on the intake manifold, we got one on the transmission, and then I got one on the side cover over here. And then I actually started getting to, let's see, I don't know if I showed you guys the pulley, but this is just an EP3 pulley. You can get them off of the FA5 or FG2, so pretty much any Civic from 02 to 2011 pulley will work for if you're deleting power steering. I'll let you guys know what belt I'll be using soon. Right now we're gonna start getting to, well, I kind of already started on the wiring. So this is the wiring from the actual the evap and everything. So I took that and cut that out through the car. The colors you'll see pretty much are gonna be so you got pink, that's gonna be a ground, signal ground, and then you got this one's gonna be your switch power, and then the one's going to like the ECU, the other one's going to the ECU, or is this I believe yellow, let's see, yellow blue maybe, and then you got blue red, then you got light blue, and with another, I see all the colors are right here actually. So you got like light blue with red, and then you got light blue, and then yellow, blue, and then blue, red, and pink. Those are all going to the E-plug. And then I got to the code reader pretty much. So you got these 2 center ones right here, those are ground. And then these 3 wires right here, or this red white wire is going to be a signal power or switch power. This is the SCS brown one, that's going from the E-plug. This blue one's going to the E-plug, light blue. And then the red white one also goes to the E-plug, which is like 28 and 29, and then number 21 on the E-plug. Pretty much next is getting this wired up, so let's get to this right here. This is the ECU and immobilizer pretty much with key. So you have to run all of these together. The ECU is inside actually plugged up, but this is the key. This is how I usually run it out. It's zip tied so it doesn't go anywhere. You can for like emergencies, if you want to leave your car, you can just disconnect this from the plug and just keep the actual ECU immobilizer key with you, and the car won't start. But let's just still start with the basic wire. So it's pretty much just one wire for the actual immobilizer, which I believe is usually blue-red, I want to say. Oh no, it's actually gonna be this blue and red one, yeah, right here. So this one is just a communication wire, this gray one, this green and orange one, and then this one's for the light that blinks on the dash, and then the other one I believe is the actual key on the dash on the cluster, so you don't have to use those 2. I wrapped the yellow and black wire with the red and white wire. Those are just going to go to a switch power, and then this brown wire is just a ground. So you got ground, you got power, switch power, and then the immobilizer, and then these are just communication pretty much with the key, the light, and then this one would go to the code reader pretty much, which you don't really need. So when you're just wiring it up, it's just going to be these 4 wires you have to worry about. So power, ground, and the signal that goes to the immobilizer. So I'm gonna go ahead and start wiring that up, and then we pretty much can get to the gas tank, which I also wired up as well, so I'll show you guys that. Alright, so pretty much, I kind of already plugged it. Or did I plug it in there? No, here it is. All right, so there's two black wires. Those are just grounds. The yellow black will be the signal that goes to the gas tank, and then the blue yellow wire is gonna be the fuel wire. So that's pretty much ready. I gotta get the fuel line, the new fuel line, to go over to the new pump. We gotta rearrange the gas tank a little bit so I can finish putting the straps down, and then put the filler neck and everything, get some gas, and we should be able to crank this car over. So I'm gonna go ahead and start wiring up this key, and then we'll start getting to the gas tank. All right, let's see if this thing starts up. I got everything pretty much wired up right now, but we can test. So let's see, our scanner is working, so that's good. Now we just gotta check to see if the immobilizer is good on here. It's all good. I just wanted to make sure it starts up because I still got some wiring I got to connect and everything, but at least I know everything is good. I still have to finish up the gas tank and everything. I'll show you guys that. So I got to get all this connected. I got to scoot the tank over a little bit more, and then we got to get the evap system on here, run the wiring back here, and that'll pretty much be it for the gas tank and everything. So I just got to get that to be able to fit into the actual gas tank hole. So I might have to take that bracket off. I think that's what I did last time, and then scooted the tank over a little more. We'll run the evap system and everything, get that going next video, and maybe take it for a test drive. Still got to put the intake on and do a couple little more things on it. But yeah, it's coming together. So if you haven't, like, share, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you guys think. And I'll see you guys in the next video.